Here at VX Virtual Exhibitions, we get asked a lot, what is a virtual exhibition? Well, it's not a website with some pictures of an exhibition. It's an interactive environment that you can visit and explore and interact with real-life exhibition stands. Let's go into Industry Expo, which is one of our exhibitions built on the VX platform. This has been live since January 2020. It's been sold and marketed from the middle of 2019. And this has 3 or 4 different navigation methods. These help us to understand what is a virtual exhibition. Number 1 for a virtual exhibition is that you can move around a hall, that you are physically or virtually, if you like, within that space. So in terms of this exhibition hall, me as a visitor, I can go and explore, and I can move around using the keys, WSD, and arrow keys instead. The instructions stay on the bottom right hand side for people who are not familiar with computer games. So we can close that and move them out of the way. So I can move around as a panorama while I'm moving around using my direction keys. If I want to visit a stand, so in this example, Mitsubishi Electric, then I navigate to it using this first person walk around method. When I click on the stand, then I'm given an information panel which tells me about that stand, or I'm giving an enter button. So there we go, I'm on a static version of the stand. I can flip the stand around until I see a view that I want to visit, and then I can use the 360 to step onto that stand. So again, I can pan around and I can move around this environment, and I can visit different hotspots. The things that you see in front of you that move, we call pins, and what opens when you click it, we call a hotspot. So this is a 360 navigation method, working from a static stand, but visited from inside the first person walk around. So these are some of the key aspects for us that differentiate a virtual exhibition from, again, a flat website that kind of looks like one. So this first person walk around method will put you straight back where you were, and we can walk around as you see fit. The big difference for us is that there are no other platforms that allow you this level of integration. So we can look at something here which is a 2D map within a 3D environment. We can then click that, and this takes us to the next way of navigating around a virtual exhibition. This is Zone 1 for Industry Expo. Industry Expo covers automation, engineering and general manufacturing subjects. To visit the stands on this, then you can hover over, pick your brand, you have an information panel that tells you about it, but then when you click to enter the stand, you enter a 3D environment with a 3D platform. Now here we've got some virtual salespeople that you can click on, and they will actually talk to you. So they're presenting from the stand, and you can see that we're using a proprietary YouTube channel to support this. So throughout the platform, we use best-in-class software to deliver video, to deliver chats, to deliver live streaming, and all the other things that you'd expect to interact with on a stand. So again, we can move to a 360 view. One of the key things about a virtual exhibition is that this sense of realism, and then we can click a pin, which will open a hotspot. All of these things you're looking at, they're not photographs, although they do look real. And we've blurred out left and right so that you can focus on what it is that's live and interactive that you can click on. Each hotspot supports pictures, text, it supports information that you can log in yourself or that is pulled by an API, and videos and other documentation. This all appears within the hotspot, so you can download or flick through. So from this point of view, this level of interaction really makes a virtual exhibition a virtual exhibition. So we've seen the virtual walk around first person, we've looked at the map view, 2D, interactive. There's also a 3D view. So a 3D view is kind of a hybrid between the two. So this shows you the whole hall with all of the stands in it. So unlike a first person, you can't push your way around this, but it does have all of the active stands in a similar way that you would get to the 2D view. It's just that you can see what's going on. Now we'll pick this stand as an example. So for a large exhibition stand, then there is another method of navigation within the stand. And in this instance, the grey circles with the arrows on, much like you would move around Google, you click and it jumps you to another part of the stand. Each time you navigate, it takes you a little further, but you can see where you're going. And then again, if you want to interact with this section, go to the section, click on the hotspot, integrate with the products. Of course, our platform supports webinars, live streaming, video, online chat, anything else you'd expect to get from a digital exhibition.